What turned it around?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I really can't remember. We were getting worked pretty good that first half. And my memory, things like that, you try to forget. The early years we had a couple of those, but I can't remember getting worked like that. I mean, they just pretty much whatever they wanted to do, they did. So, I think our staff did a great job making some adjustments, but still about players. What the players did. I think we were more aggressive in that second half up front, and just played better football. But it was a tough go for sure.
Did you concentrate on shutting down Connor?
I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're playing Pitt, you better know who he is, and I'll tell you, those other backs are really good too. So, whoever's going to get the ball, and then the quarterbacks obviously run threat, and they were hurting us in the passing game as well. So, got two really good receivers out there.
Coach, did Jake get injured before you made the change? And
yeah, he did right there at the end of the half.
Okay, then talk about how next man in CJ responded to the challenge.
We've had a couple of them, and CJ came in and did a great job. He just really led our team. And I've said all along, we've got a lot of confidence in both players. They're both outstanding young guys. Are different, but they're both really good football players. And I thought he did a really good job of knowing what was going on out there, and then obviously executing and made some really big plays for us today.
Do you have any idea how long is Jake has potential?
I don't think it's anything devastating, but we'll probably know more tomorrow. It's more of a strain as far as that's all I know at this point.
Greg Maven started the day out on the bench with an ankle injury, and he ends the day with two big breakups in the last round.
Yeah, and the guy who was in for him came out with an ankle injury, so again, next man in. It's just one of those deals, but Greg got it up and played. We've had a lot of guys that have been 100% playing out there, and you really have to admire the players that do that. We've had a lot of those guys do that, and it's a tough game, so you're not going without tough people. And Greg really did a good job and sure finished that game strong.
You used about 20 guys on defense today. Was that the plan, or was that just the way the Pitt kind of held on to the ball in the first half?
Well, it was a plan going in, but I don't know how many plays were out there. It seemed like about 70 in the first half. That was not planned. But the rotation, just try to keep guys fresher, and that's a big physical group we play against, and to keep the same four guys out there and try to hold up against that group, it might be tough.
It seemed like your running game really took a step today, Coach. The offensive line kind of inflicted their will on them as the game got going there. So
our big issue in the first half was just two things. We didn't have the ball enough, and the field position was terrible. We drove the one for the touchdown, responded right after we went down 7-0, but our field position, I mean, if we were on the 25, that was great field position in the first half. So, but the guys, they're not letting that affect them. I thought we did some really good things in that first half, but just didn't have the ball enough. It's not a good deal.
Damon Powell probably had his Jekyll and Jekyll days you could have, dropping one early and then the big catch late. Is that just what you're going to have to do with him a little bit? Or
time will tell. Time will tell. We're not ready to toss him away after one mistake. And, I've said he's not a chronologically young player, but he's a young player. So I mean, that's you ride the roller coaster a little bit, but he's got a great attitude, works hard, and obviously has some big play capability. So real credit to him to bounce back like that and haul that next one in. Did a great job on that.
You mentioned rotation to keep guys fresh. Was that part of it with Carl, or was he hurt a little bit? Might didn't play very much.
No, it was blanket right across. We rotated 3 ends. That's what we got, and we rotated 4, and I think budget probably got in a little bit. We got 5 guys we feel good inside with, so we're going to rotate everybody.
I think the offensive line, it looked like they, on the left side, especially Brandon and Austin center, played very, very good games. You think that the whole line took a step?
Yeah, I got to see the film, but I know this guy was falling a week ago or the last 3 weeks, but and nobody wants to hear this, okay, but it really gets down to execution. And I'll go back to last week. I was asked about leaving the nose tackle on block. Believe me, we don't have a play like that. In fact, it's really hard to run the ball well if you leave down guys go. Then how that compounds things. That was a 3rd and 6, I believe it was, or 3rd and 5. So now we're 4th and 5, 4th and 6. Our plan was to go 2 downs right there, and there's a lousy situation. So it gets down to just little individual things, and it's playing good football is hard to do. And we weren't doing it in the first half today defensively, but fortunately we knuckled down a little bit and played smarter. Most importantly, we played harder and made it a little tougher for their back that has some seams because he had some big ones in that first half.
Coach, you were able to take some shots downfield. Did the running game off the play action that helped?
I think that helps certainly, and it's The good news is if you hit a couple of those, that's great. The bad news is if you miss them, but, you know, it's part of the deal. It did help today, for sure.
Did CJ show you just the football IQ that maybe you're looking for? He had a few, looked like to us anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he's shown that to us previously. I mean, it's not like you know, this is the first time we've seen him do good things. I think we had 2 good quarterbacks, so I'm really pleased with how he played, but I'm not sitting here saying, gosh, I didn't see that coming on. This guy's a good football player. And I think Rudolph's a really good football player, too. So we got, you know, usually if you got 2, you don't have any, but this is a situation where I think we got 2.
The timeout
Kicking
situation,
game was
you
good.
call some timeouts. Was that just the communications with kind of having a different guy
We
in
talked
there?
about Damon Powell, you know, with
Yeah.
and when you get a new quarterback, you know, it's just,
Okay.
you know, so we better get that cleaned up fast because, you know, we didn't have any options there at the end, so that's you know, I get it, but not happy about it, but I get it.
Kicking game was,
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, that last punt looked really good. It was the biggest punt of the day, but I think Dylan really did a good job, certainly, and, you know, Marshall stepped in there and nailed that field goal.
52
really
yards.
That was really big, and, you know, I'm hoping last week gives him a little confidence, and we'll keep using him, we'll keep using Ellis, and just see where it goes, but those guys are practicing better.
You mentioned Sky falling down, but talk about what this win maybe will do for the psyche of your team.
Time will tell, but you know, the thing I'm most proud of the team is the resiliency they showed today, because they could have packed it. I mean, we just got hammered in that first half. That's the only way I could put it. I mean, that was a battering that we took, and you know, but the guys bowed up and they played, and that's, you know, if we'll do that, maybe we learn something about ourselves. If we'll do that, then we got a chance to make the football team. We got a long road in front of us.
What has to
CJ
happen in that dressing room when you're down 10 in a game like this?
Again, the point thing wasn't that big. It was just the way it was going. And it's a bad feeling when you're the receiver of a team running the ball down your throats. It's hard to call plays. It's hard to call fronts. And, you know, I don't care what you do typically. So I think our guys just made up their mind. They're gonna dig in here and do something about it and give us a chance to change the outcome in this whole thing. And 10 points was not huge. That was not an insurmountable lead, but it was the way we were playing. That was the biggest thing. So, you know, I give credit to our staff. Again, they make good adjustments clearly, and then the other part, there's always adjustments to be made. But the other part, the most important part, is what the players do.
You hit on 3 4th downs today. Is that purely situational, going for it?
It is. It's going to be week to week, and, you know, it changes during the game too. But like I said, the good news is, you know, Marshall's hit a couple field goals. It looks better in practice the last 2 days, or the last 2 weeks, excuse me, or a couple of weeks here. So, but we'll handle it each week by situation.
CJ was 2 penalties the whole game. Your team. One of them was a kind of a strange call on Damon King, a personal foul. The replay looked like, I don't know what was there.
We didn't think it was there, but the only thing I can say, and I'm not mad at him on that, but other than you just can't put yourself at risk where they might be able to make a call. And I haven't seen the film, so I mean, but that's one thing I would tell them is, because our guys didn't think he touched him either, but just don't, you know, because the ball was going, right? So there's just no sense, and don't give the officials a chance to, because they may think they see something, and I'm not saying it was or wasn't, but I'm just, you got to be smart about that.
CJ led you on 3 scoring drives to start the second half with 7 of 8. What's his standing then at this point if Jake is healthy?
He's standing in there somewhere. He might be on the bus. I don't know. But we have 2 good quarterbacks, and I'm really pleased about that. Wish we had that depth everywhere.
Would he be standing behind the center next week starting, or is that yet to be determined?
I don't know that. How can I answer that? I don't know that. I'm sure we'll see some opinions. I'll do.
There will be, yeah.
Is it special to win a game in your old hometown?
You know, it's good to win anywhere, Bob. And I told the guys, I don't care if we're playing Montana, Nevada. We just need to play. That's what we need to do. That was, we could have been back home. You know, we need to play. But that was the most important thing. And we're hardly out of the woods, like I said. But this hopefully is a very positive step.
Was Jake hurt on that kind of that blitz, high-low type deal?
I think, don't quote me, but I think it was on the you know, we were rolling out to our left there.
Right.